It's your boy Chizzle. Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Chizzle, and I am back with another video. And in today's video, as y'all can see by the title, we will be reacting to Dr.Phil destroys this psycho kid. Why is psycho spelled with the P? This English language is just weird, but y'all go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button. And while you at it, go ahead and hit that post notification bell too. Let's get into it. But you don't have to. You really don't have to, because you clicked on this video, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Today we're meeting with a woman that called into Dr. Phil's show because she's terrified of what path her son's been going down.
What? He's facing 10 years in prison, bro. What did you know? 10 years in prison, yeah. You gotta be a menace. And you were a kid too, so he must have did something really serious. 10 years for a kid is like 50 years for an adult, so you have to be a real menace to society to get 10 years as a kid.
Meeting with a woman that called into Dr. Phil's show because she's terrified of what path her son's been going down. Basically, he's been getting into trouble and is facing some serious jail time, so keep watching until the end to see just how much trouble he might be in.
Man,
without further,
I can tell he probably stuck a kid with a pencil and sucked his blood out. He probably ran over a Karen. He most likely does drugs. No.
Purdue, though, let's just meet the mom and see what she thinks of her son right now.
He got caught with a gun. Where'd he get the gun?
I have no idea.
You certainly didn't give it to him. You didn't help him buy it, or
no.
Did you know he had it?
I did not.
So yeah, this kid got caught with a gun, and that's a pretty serious charge when you're not supposed to be legally in possession of it. Like, that's the main thing that rappers go to jail for nowadays. So maybe he was just trying to emulate them, but what I do know for sure is that as a parent, it would be pretty terrifying to find out that your kid secretly somehow got his hands on a weapon like that and is just walking around with it in his pants or something. Like, bruh, please don't be walking around with a Desert Eagle. Like, you're literally in high school, alright? You don't need that.
I think he was trying to show it off, make himself look cool.
Like, yeah, I got a 100 clip chopper, and I'll shoot it straight through your dome. Poo 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 pop 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 pop. I'm a real gangster. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. You know.
You said he's a wannabe gangster.
I know it.
I think he was trying to flex on Instagram Live so that he can impress his other moronic friends who think it's hard to carry around an unlicensed firearm and hold stacks of money on Instagram. You know, at least he's using it as a status symbol so that people think he's tough. I was honestly worried that he was walking around.
This man got too many tattoos. For you to be a child, you have too many tattoos, bro. Too much tattoos. And he probably stole his mother's money and snuck out and got all of those tattoos. I already know.
Trying to like rob people or threaten them with it. But I mean, who's stopping him from doing that? Just because he's using it to flex right now doesn't mean he's always going to stick to doing that. You know, it could escalate, especially depending on who he's hanging out with. He could get caught up in a situation where he has to use it and, you know, pull the trigger, which is bad. Or the other outcome is that he gets caught and jailed, which it's sounding like he's going with plan B for the moment, since he's apparently facing some felonies.
So is he a poser, or is he really somebody that would take a gun and go out and shoot somebody and take their life?
Dude, he's literally every small town.
This man will, I can tell, he would try to kill somebody.
White boy
crazy.
On Instagram that learns how to do gang signs from TikTok and poses with his tax return on the gram. Like, cool hundreds, dude. You make a lot of money for sure. Love that he has a bottle of Henny next to him in this too. I mean, it just completes the cringe look. Ugh.
Alcoholic, maybe?
Guarantee he owns a Ferragamo belt and listens to only Blueface. He just seems like the exact type of kid to do that, you know? I went to high school with literally dozens of people like this, and I mean, I might sound a little rude here, but it's funny to see what path in life that leads you to, you know? Half of these dudes are here flexing their money and posing with guns on Instagram, and then I see them when I'm paying for some gas at the Chevron, like, dude, you aren't a rapper. You're actually living the opposite of the dream right now, mopping up this random 7-Eleven.
It's like,
even a rapper was like, being a rapper, like, it's a lot of stuff rappers don't show you. Like, being a rapper is very, 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 very evil. It's a lot of stuff, bro, but like, it's not what y'all think it is.
how do I put it in words that you understand? Because we don't have the same point of view or the same opinions. So I'm gonna try to say it like this.
Okay.
Like,
basically, Dr. Phil, you're like a punk poser that's just on TV and everything, you know what I'm saying? So like, you ain't really out here in the streets doing your due diligence and moving this work. So I'm gonna excuse you for your stupid, ignorant question you just asked me. But basically, how do I put this in words for someone that doesn't know my struggle? That's what this kid sounds like right now. Like, he's sort of polite. He told his mom that she looked beautiful, which is nice, when he came up on stage, and said it was very nice to meet Dr. Phil, but now he's just clowning on him, saying that he's apparently not hood enough to understand where he's coming from. Like, dude, you do realize that Dr. Phil deals with people like you every single day that are young and struggling to find their identity, so they just do hood rat stuff out of either boredom or necessity. Like, this is not new to him at all, but either way, let's just hear why he thinks he needs to do these crimes instead of living a normal life and having a normal job.
I'm not trying to say that's how I make my fortune or anything like that. That's just how I make my money right now. It's not a plan. That's not something I plan.
Well, tell me what your thoughts are. Don't let the suit fool you, boy.
Now Dr. Phil's trying to act hard. I love this. This is so great. No, but for real.
I wonder if he likes drugs, because like I can tell he drinks alcohol. So like, does he do like any drugs? No.
This kid is claiming that he isn't going to do this forever, but like, why do it at all right now? I guess you can make some good money doing sketchy stuff, but it's pretty terrible to do, and there's some massive life-changing consequences that you can face if you get caught. I don't think he realizes how screwed up he will be if he goes to jail. Like, I mean, I gotta say it, this is the least scary looking kid of all time. He looks like he should be in a Hollister ad at the mall, not working in the yard and calling out hits on people in prison. Like, that's not the life he should be leading at all. You chose the wrong profession, dude. Please just stick to your normal life, alright? Just go to school, be a good kid, and get an education at least.
What do you do out on the streets?
Make money.
How?
Does it really matter? Like, I'm on bond, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not finna incriminate myself on TV.
Hey, he probably already got away with murder. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He probably really does sell drugs, because on the streets, like, I mean, what really is there for you to do other than doing a whole bunch of illegal stuff? So.
Wow, at least he's smart enough to not snitch on himself. I'll give him that much credit. Like, that's far better than all the other wannabe hood gangster kids we see on this show. Most of them just tell and tell with, like, no effort at all from Dr. Phil's side. Like they're 6'9" or something, snitching, you know, to the court. But at least he's smart enough to not further incriminate himself when he's apparently already on bond and facing some big legal issues.
I kind of made a list of your Chazisms here.
Dang! Y'all really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
This kid has a crazy slang that Dr. Phil's team had to make a word bubble for some of the stuff, you know, that he has just said in interviews. Like, apparently he needs further clarification on this stuff. I love that to the right here, you just have, I'm a goat. Who's self-proclaiming themselves as the greatest of all time? Like, you're a high schooler that's on bond, bruh. You're not the—
You are a goat, as in the child of Satan.
Goat or a hood legend. The best part though is that you have all these street terms and things about his lifestyle that he's obviously trying to flex. You know, maybe he's insecure and this is just stuff that he says about himself to make himself feel better. And then you have this random one on the far left where it just says, I love older women. Like, alright, thanks for the info there, dude. I'm glad they chose to hang that up there on the screen so that we all know this kid is a hood legend apparently and really like
grandma titties.
Older women.
Only reason I said that, I said I was a hood legend because I ran the whole 10th precinct of Detroit. And everybody talks about how tough Detroit police are. How y'all let a 16-year-old boy escape that long though?
Wow, now he's just flexing his ability to escape Detroit police. Yeah, he got out of handcuffs once because his mom showed him that he's double jointed and he can do it, and then he just dipped out of their cruiser. So I mean, yeah, they did mess up pretty big, and I guess that's kind of cool if you're like a criminal, you know, for street cred. But I think he sees himself as this sort of criminal mastermind that's like evading Detroit police. No, dude, you just got some cops that were distracted that day and they were off, you know, just not doing their duties, and you got out. You're not El Chapo, dude. Chill out, please.
I wouldn't be saying things like, I'm not afraid of prison.
I'm not afraid of prison. I'm just scared of the time I'm gonna lose while I'm in there.
You're just not smart enough to be afraid of prison.
And that was a mic drop moment, but Dr. Phil
Hey,
is
bro,
so
you
correct.
go to prison, bro. You were 17. You were a very, like, you were the youngest person in there, because once you get 17 you can actually go to like real prison. So you know what I'm saying, you have rapists in there, you have murderers, bro. You might get raped, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't want you to get raped, but like, you have a possibility of getting raped, you know.
Back to your man, like, a little kid like this would not last 2 seconds in prison. He thinks he's some hood legend, that is his own words by the way, I'm not calling him that, and escaped cuffs one time, and he's just gonna be able to rise the ranks in prison because of that and be one of the kingpins. But that could not be further from the truth. Look, nobody in prison is going to be scared of him at all, and he's going to be at the very, very bottom of the food chain in that system.
Man, you go to prison, bro. You go to prison, bro. Hey, they some real gangsters in prison, you know. Hold on. You can hit with a feel me? Like,
not where you want to
I'm telling you, bro. You go to prison, bro. You go to prison, bro. It's over, bro. I'm telling you.
be when you're locked up. Like, this kid is seriously facing a world of hurt if he gets charged with these felonies.
But his mom's look pretty nice, you know.
And actually gets locked up.
Like nice as in like a nice person, you know, not like that. As in like she looks like a very nice mother. You feel me?
For a long time, but he just has the most ignorant attitude about it. He thinks it's gonna be all fine and dandy, and he's just gonna, you know, serve his time. He says he's not afraid of jail itself. He's just afraid of losing out on that precious time in his life, which is a good point, but I mean, still, dude, you shouldn't want to go to jail at all. Hey, you guys made it pretty far into this video, so real quick, I'm gonna ask you to drop a like. A life attack from all that sugar, but enjoy it while you can. Anyways, on with the rest of the video.
There's something about you that you can actually take this pain that you're in, this pain that you put your family in, and you can turn it into something much bigger than the little game that you're playing right now.
So Dr. Phil has a life expert on. That's literally what his job title is, whatever that means. You know, I want to be a life expert. I'm definitely still in the novice territory, and ranking up is super hard that I've found. But basically, this dude lived the same life as this kid back when he was a child, and he knows firsthand how much time and valuable resources this kid is wasting by just being on the streets all day.
Man, he was in your same shoes around that same age. You might want to listen to him, but you know, children nowadays just want to be know-it-alls, they be ignorant. You know, so
and doing crimes, you know, trying to act tough and hard. That's a dead-end road in life. There's no personal or career development in doing this hood rat stuff. Like, you just do it because you're bored or in pain, and you use it as a way of hiding your insecurities or any other shortcomings as a person. So I mean, if this isn't proof that this kid could make it out of this situation, I don't know what is. Now, I hope he doesn't think he can actually go out and make hundreds of millions of dollars like this guy apparently, but the moral of the story is that he's holding himself back by trying to act this fake gangster persona that he's not every day. He's missing school and not improving himself much as a person, and when he's finally old enough to realize these mistakes, he's gonna be really angry that he chose this path instead of a normal life, you know, working towards actual legal goals where he could be successful and 1,000,000% happier than he is now.
All this hustle, the game, put that in the bars, bro. You teach him that. Your little brother looking up to you like an idol, bro. You God to him.
So Dr. Phil has this guy, Joseph, who's been on before, and he's, you know, this guy that has apparently lived his whole life in gangs up until he got out of prison about 50.
Holy gang stuff. Please disregard what I just did for the past 10 seconds. I am not in the gang. I am a black African American child that goes to school. I love my family. I do not promote violence. And I'm just a great all-around person. I do not do gangs. Kids stay in school, get A's and B's. You know, let's proceed.
15 years ago, and finally straightened out his life. So he has been there and done all of it, and he explains no matter what that this dude is probably gonna.
He has a very shiny head. Like, he has like pieces of shiny things glowing on his head. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets smacked in the head. Like, if he ever gets into a fight, all they would have to do is just smack him in his head. You know, just rub his head.
Gonna go to prison for these charges. You know, he's gonna serve at least some time, and it's not gonna be fun for him, especially since he's young and dumb, and that's what people in prison look for and target when it comes to starting fights or just picking on people, you know? He explains too that having his son while locked up made him realize that he had something to live for, and that he had to be a really good role model to his son. That was his main goal. To which he brings up the point that this kid has a little brother and he loves his mom very much, and if not for himself, he should at least try to get away from this lifestyle so that he isn't putting his mom in pain, you know, while she's sitting there worrying about her son, and so that he can be a good role model for his younger brother. Anyways, that about does it for.
I've seen this dude before. Like, he has a very, like, he has no neck. He has no neck. But hey, man,
today, seriously, he's not scared of jail for some reason. But I really, while she's sitting there
if y'all did enjoy this video, go ahead and smash that like button and that subscribe button, please, and thank you. But you don't have to, because if you did make it this far into the video, I thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? You watched this whole video through, and yeah, go check out my previous videos. One of them should be on the screen right now above me. kids, people in general, don't do drugs.